ladies and gents. I went down to Adelaide 2 days ago. Picked up the CBR. So now I've got the CBR-1000-F 92 model and the Honda REVERE, which is basically an NTV-650. Plus got the other NTV over there, and blue scooter's all apart at the moment, so that I can get that a bit fixed up. I've just finished putting the race carby in, so now all I got to do is put it all back together again. And get another seat for it. Looks a bit crappy at the moment. We've used it as a bush basher. They race these things over in Europe, so I've got race CDI, race coil, race plug, now race carby. So she's done up to European race spec, but she's a bit of a... It's good. It's 100cc two-stroke, so it gets up and goes alright. And then there's the little NC50 automatic 2-speed. Nice little bike, but you know, a few of our carcasses. Then this here beam is a mate's. I'm just doing some work on it at the moment. The wiring was all buggered up and it was hot wired, so got that going now. But this thing here, I tell you what, I'm absolutely loving this thing. Had one years and years and years ago, probably 22 years ago or something like that, somewhere around there, and I absolutely loved it, but I had to get rid of it. So I've always wanted another. Heffa did think it was going to be a little bit too big for me because I got me bunged up legs, but straight back in the saddle, it was good. There's a bit of a difference getting onto the 650 now after riding that thing for the last couple of days. This thing feels like it's about a bloody 125 at the moment. But well, I've had that for 3 weeks, and I got this day before yesterday, so absolutely loving it. Went out for a ride with Two Wheel Mafia down in Adelaide. Did a run all around the western and northern suburbs. So it's a nice bike, that's for sure. Need that cover replaced, it's only plastic. I did have my full length leather coat on. Comes to about a centimetre above the ground when I'm wearing it. It's not so much of a problem with that one. That one's a shaft drive, but when I had it on, going down Main South Road, and all of a sudden I got yanked backwards. Luckily I just managed to pull into a spot between the two main lanes at a crossing, and by the time I'd stopped, it had basically, my shoulders were almost touching the seat, and just with my fingertips I could steer it in a straight line just to stop. So that was absolutely bloody lucky. A little bit more and it would have broken both my shoulders, I reckon. But I had a few people stop and give me a hand to get it all unwrapped. It's a bugger about the coat. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but nah, look, shit happens. It was my fault. Sarah had actually said something to me earlier in the evening about it, and I thought, oh no, it'll be alright, it'll be alright. Just one little gust of wind just chucked it back into the chain and the sprockets. So there's a little bit of a warning if you got full lengths on. Be careful with chain and sprockets. Shaft drives, it's not so much of a deal, but chain and sprockets it is. So yeah, she's an absolute beauty, this one. Actually, I haven't sparked it up today. We had a little bit of a problem with the battery the last few days, but when I checked on the battery, she was bone dry. So I've filled it back up with water, or demineralised water. So beautiful. I reckon it could do with some different oil. I think the oil's too thin because it's so hot, especially this year being so hot. So I'm going to change the oil. Hopefully that'll get rid of the tick. I might even put some Magnatec in it. Go 1040 Magnatec, I reckon. It doesn't get hot very often at all. Usually going through the city yesterday it did get up to about 3/4. But by the time I got into clear air out near Gepps Cross and then north from there, she sat on about 1/4 the whole way. So she's quite nice. That's good. It's that little tiny tick, which, like I say, is oil. I'll give her an oil change and she should be right. So, nice. And the old NTV. Oh, the REVERE. This thing's absolutely bloody quiet as. That's where Heffa usually gets most of his work done, on the CBR and his GSX-1000. So I'll probably end up going through them as well, I reckon, for most of my parts and stuff. From what he says, they're a really good mob, so. Beauty. So both these ones are ready. So that's great. Now I can get in and do some good riding. So there's me two new girls. Been a while since I've had decent bikes. And to be totally honest, it's probably the GSX-1100-F. That was a really nice bike. But yeah, I'm loving it. Little 650 for around town, and the CBR for getting out and doing some miles. Beautiful. Alright, ladies and gents, have a good day, and I shall catch you later. See ya.